What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. On this week's episode, we are going to be, first off, fixing flat tire on the Infiniti G35. I woke up this morning, went to go take it to work, and my right rear tire was flat. So we're gonna get it up in the air, see what's going on with it. Hopefully it's just like a nail in the center of the tread. We're gonna plug it and get that car back on the road. And then if you guys remember from the last vlog, I said I was going to be introducing you to a new project this week. Well, I'm not going to be introducing you to that project, but I will probably be introducing you to another project, one that you guys have probably seen sitting around in the back of some of my other videos. The original project I was going to introduce you guys to, it's actually my buddy's car that we're going to be working on, kind of buttoning some things up. And we switched dates to work on it, so I don't really have anything to do and film on it right now. So instead I'm going to introduce you to this other project. But enough talking, let's get to it. Alright, so we got the Infiniti in the back apron of my driveway here. As you guys can hopefully see, maybe can't see, the rear right tire is flat, so I'm gonna go kick on my air compressor, fill it up just so that the car sits a little higher. It's easier to get the floor jack under, get the floor jack up, take the wheel off, look at it, and see what's going on with it. Alright, so I got my air compressor out, and this is one of those tools that if you're kind of a weekend warrior or just a weekend hobby guy, you should definitely have. This one's from Harbor Freight. I think it was like 120 bucks, maybe like 99.99. It's an 8-gallon, so it's a little bigger, which is nice because it fills up tires and stuff like that pretty quickly. They do have some smaller ones which are okay for if like you're topping off, but if you have like a flat tire like I did, it just takes forever to build up enough pressure and volume to fill it up. So I recommend one kind of this size, or go on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, something like that, and get a similar sized one. One tip I will say, don't cheap out on the hose. I got the kind of cheap plasticky looking hose, and it binds up super easy and isn't really all that nice. Definitely something I'm looking to upgrade in the future, but for right now we got the Infiniti lifted up. We got a jack stand under because safety is always important. And we're going to zip off that wheel and take a look at it. So, taking a look at the tire, I don't know how well the image is showing up for you guys here on camera, but there's no punctures or anything. So, my original thought was that I had gotten a nail in there or something and it had just leaked out overnight, but as you guys can maybe see, I looked at the whole tire and nothing, no nails, nothing. I did check my valve stem, the little Schrader valve in there, and I do have a tool, but if you don't have one, you can just put like a small flathead pocket screwdriver in there and twist it, and that was like a tiny bit loose, so maybe just over time it's leaked out. I haven't really checked tire pressures on this car in a long time, but I don't know. The only other idea I could have is, as you guys can see by the face being all curved up and stuff, I bought these wheels used from a lady, and the reason she was selling them was because she had totaled the Nissan Altima she had that the wheels were on, and this wheel took the brunt of the force, well, the brunt of the hit, I guess. And when I originally bought them, the tire that was on here was flat and the sidewall was destroyed, so I bought another matching tire because the 3 other tires were in basically brand new shape. That was actually the reason why I bought these wheels off of her. And the only thing I think is maybe the wheel is bent or something and very slowly losing air, and I just hadn't noticed. I don't really know. So either way, I'm going to set the tire pressure on this, slap it back on the car, and just kind of keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't keep going flat. And that's gonna be it pretty much for this quick little repair, although it wasn't really a repair. So all right, so as you can see, we got our wheel back on the G. We got it back down. I set the tire pressure, I set it at like 45 psi. I like to kind of run these tires a little high since they're kind of stretched, just so that, I mean, I shouldn't really debead, but just on the off chance that they try to debead, they got enough pressure in there that they won't. I'm gonna park it overnight, and hopefully we don't lose any more pressure. Hopefully it was just that Schrader valve and the valve stem being loose, but we'll see. So now that we got that small repair on the Infinity done, not that we ended up repairing anything, but now that we got that taken care of, I'm going to introduce you guys to that new project that I was talking about. This project is going to take up a pretty good amount of time on the channel. It's I'm kind of halfway through the project already, so it's a little weird of a start, but it was kind of as I was working along on this thing that I decided, hey, let me start a vlog, kind of document the repairs and projects that I'm doing. Some people might be interested and follow along, some might not. If not, recording what you're doing is a good way to remember where stuff goes anyways. But no further ado, here it is. Project Smoana, as me and my wife call it. It is a 1991 GMC Sonoma extended cab. Like I said, I'm halfway through the project, so I do have fenders and a front bumper and everything for it. I just have it off right now because of the engine swap. It's rear wheel drive. The truck is already lowered. It's got a hitch and stuff. When I bought the truck, it was a complete mess. Not that it isn't a mess now, but the previous owner had swapped a 4.3 liter V6 into it and had it carbed. He put a 600 Edelbrock on it, so the truck ran like crap. The truck was timed wrong. The wiring harness was just all sorts of messed up. Coolant gauge didn't work, gas gauge didn't work. Timing was like 180 degrees off or something. Like, honestly, I don't even really know how the truck ran, but I always bought it kind of with the intention of either small block or LS swapping it. And that's actually what we're doing to this, under the trash bag, which I'm not going to pull right now because I have it sitting outside. I had to push it out of the garage when the Infinity transmission took a dump, so I could put the Infinity inside and swap it. So she's still got about another week or two of sitting out here, and then once I push her back inside, I'll take the trash bag off and show you guys. But it has a small block 350 in it, just with a tiny little cam in there and some new gaskets. I'm planning on keeping it TBI, at least for now. So it's got all the throttle body injection stuff on it. If I decide later on that I don't want to keep that stuff, I'll probably swap the Edelbrock 600 or just find another carb onto there and probably throw in a beefier cam, because right now I went with the light cam so that the TBI would be happy. Yeah, we're going to keep the original 700 R4, which was in here. And yeah, it should be a fun little truck once the swap is done and everything. I'll probably just keep it around for a little bit, kind of have some fun with it, and then end up selling it. But yeah, we still have to put the trans in, get the new wiring harness and everything in, and then I'm planning on taking the bed off and putting a regular fuel pump back in it, because right now he just has a, well, the previous owner just had a small electric fuel pump mounted on the side for the carburetor, because carburetors use a lot less fuel pressure. So I'm going to take the bed off, see if there's a fuel pump in there, and if there is, if it's good enough to run with TBI. If not, put a fuel pump in it. I'm also going to hopefully fix up his hack job wiring that messed up the fuel level gauge, so that I actually know how much fuel is in this thing again, and just kind of clean up all his other little hackeries, I guess you could call them. I mean, this thing, when I was taking the headers, because he had headers on the 4.3 off, like 2 bolts on one side were missing and all the rest of the bolts were just like finger tight. It was just a mess. This is why usually everybody kind of says don't buy another person's project. It's because depending on who the person was, their project may have been very hacked up and not very well done. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'll kind of give you guys a quick little peek inside. There's nothing really special in here. The carpet and stuff is gutted, no rear seats. A lot of the trim pieces are kind of torn and ripped off, so I'm probably gonna end up just taking them out. The steering wheel is actually really crappy, so I have another one that we're going to be putting in. He's got a Hurst shifter in there that I need to replace the shift cable on because the shift cable is stretched and messed up. I think he didn't install it properly, so the cable's stretched, and right now it's a pain to get in and out of gears. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a big project on the channel. It should be a semi-fun one. I actually have a full set of those wheels, which I'm going to be cleaning up and putting on the truck. They're 15 by either 8 or 8.5 in the front, and 15 by 10s in the rears. So we'll probably be running either a 275 or a 295 in the rear, which will give this truck a nice meaty look. And yeah, so probably on the next vlog we're going to be working on my buddy Justin's car, and there'll be some more wrenching and action on that vlog, where this one was mostly kind of just talking. And then once his car's out of the garage, we'll bring this back in, get her back up on jack stands, and start wrenching away on her, get her back up and running. So that is going to be it for this vlog. Thank you for watching. Like I said, this one, there wasn't a lot of action on there, sorry for that, but I didn't really have anything to wrench on this week that was going to be interesting and exciting enough. But like always, thanks for the support. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next vlog.